The give is to McLaughlin. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This is taken around the 12. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A carry from McLaughlin. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's McLaughlin. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Texans nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Texans at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Rig alert. Rig alert. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mustang 19. Ready.
The throwing again is Stroud. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Broncos.
Back to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
9 makes it 3rd and 4.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Ready, right?
Stroud now on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Roster, stick, fight, white. Ball red. Green jack. Set.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, Pollard. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, it's McLaughlin, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run on first down. McLaughlin. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Houston, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Texans are right back in this football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Joey Pollard, 68 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It gets by him and out of daylight. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jaleel McLaughlin, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Dragon 60. Go.
On second down, it's Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
10 through 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Mustang 19.
The second down throw now from Stroud. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's second down.
Warrior 70.
Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 65 Cats, 65 on the ball.
Stroud to throw it. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Broncos, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.